Now my ladies to the dance floor. It's time to do your thing. You see the piece of change, you see the pinky ring. Now this one ain't a joke, and this one ain't a game. You gotta twerk for my baby brother, now show no shame. You already know who you came for and why you came.
What is going on, everybody? It's been a hot minute, huh? I got something finally good for today. Weather's been pretty crappy here. It's rain and just mist. It's been nasty weather. Today's the first good day that we've had in, I want to say, 2 or 3 weeks. Not only that, but I haven't ridden the bike. She's filthy. I haven't ridden her in 2 or 3 weeks. And man, it's been a good day today. Got stuff ready for school tomorrow, so it's all good. So we're gonna go out to the shop and we're finally gonna put a part on the bike. We're gonna start this whole build, and we're gonna do the first part today. And like I said before, it's not gonna be, you know, oh, let's start the biggest thing, let's go ahead and start the exhaust, and no. Today we're gonna put a fender eliminator kit. So let me go ahead and get there and get off the bike, and we'll do a little before, show what the package came with and what I got, and blah blah blah. So see y'all in a little bit. That's your yield sign, bro, but whatever, you know, it's fine. So here we are at the shop, as you can kind of tell. Here is what we're going to be replacing today. Yeah, kind of, I think it's an eyesore, but I know it's something they have to put on. We might go ahead and see about taking these little reflectors off, just a little bolt up in there, but we'll see when we get there. Got the package, got what I need, and yeah, I already opened it because I needed to look inside to see what kind of connectors to be using, and I decided to go ahead and change my mind because in the package they supply you with butt connectors, but later on down the road, if anything needs to change or something gets messed up, I'd like to have the freedom of disconnecting it without having to worry about, you know, cutting wires again and having to strip and all that. I can go ahead and reuse the connectors that I have put on there. So we're going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and put you in the head mount. Alright, like I said, this is what we're going to be installing today. I already opened it to make sure everything's okay and everything was, you know, looked okay and decent enough, so that way we can either send it back or whatnot. This is a Competition Works fender eliminator kit for this bike. So in here they give you the LED light with a couple of, well, not connectors that you can't use in these little butt connectors, but whatever. And then they also give you the hardware to go ahead and mount the actual plate, and they also give you the hardware to mount the license plate, which we'll do here in a little while. So this is just a little LED light, so that way we can actually stick it to the plate and still have our license plate lit up, kind of like we have the light here that connects to that, the brake light. And then, like I said, they supply these little butt connectors, but we're not going to use those because I'd rather be able to change it up down the road if need be or something were to happen. Here is the actual new license plate holder. Here it is. Instructions and sticker. So I went with Competition Works mainly because metal and the light. A lot of the fender eliminator kits that I found did not have the light that I wanted, and I really wanted the light, so we'll go ahead and be able to stick that on there. It won't be too bad. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is go ahead and take the sticky off, so that way this sticky has time to adhere to the metal. And I already put alcohol solution on there to clean it up a little bit, so the sticky will have a little more chance to adhere to the metal. So we're going to stick those wires up there. With the license plate going to be right here, we're going to put this light and make sure it's, you know, facing the license plate. So that just sticks to there, like so. And we'll have a chance to bend this back here in a little while if we need to for fitment. Now with that out of the way, like I said, I'll be using different connectors. So I got the connector here, heat shrink tubing, so that way you can clean it up, make it look good. Got a lighter, wire strippers, connectors, and then just, you know, typical stuff that we'll need to go ahead and install this. So we got our 2 Allen head screws that are actually going to screw this into the bike. And then we also have our 4 Allen screws here that'll screw the license plate to this actual metal plate, washers, nuts, and then, like I said, we're going to get rid of those so we don't have to worry about it. For sake of having stuff together, I'm going to go ahead and do this real quick. Those are together. I don't have to worry about parts falling everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and just leave those right there because we'll get to it. License plate, I'll go ahead and put that on, but for now we'll go ahead and start taking stuff off of this. So I didn't bring any other tools, just for the pure fact of, you know, you can go buy this at Walmart. I think it was like 12 bucks. This little adapter thing broke, don't worry about it. And then those and this one I use very often elsewhere. So take this off. We have 4 screws up in there. I don't know how well you're going to see that, but there's a screw there. There we go. We got 4 up there. There's 2 right there, and then 2 over there. So we're going to go ahead and take those out. So a few minutes later, went ahead and put the license plate on. I also went ahead with these wires, put some heat shrink tubing down here to stiffen them up, create some structure to them, and then went ahead and put these little connectors on. Did it on both sides, just because they didn't want butt connectors on there. So now we're going to go ahead and take off this little metal piece to start off with, and then we'll go ahead and take the rest of the actual fender itself off. Okay, now with the metal piece off, we can go ahead and take our 10mm and get the 4 bolts that are underneath there. Real quick note before we go ahead and take those 4 bolts out. Your existing light that you have right here, just know that you can take it off and it's easier to unplug the light that's in here before you take the fender off. And there's just 2 10mm bolts behind here, and that's it. Okay, so now that we have our 4th bolt loose, we can go over there, take it out, and the whole thing comes off. Now, it's not coming off because you can barely tell, but the wires that we're wiring to are connected to like a little sleeve on the inside of there. Get there. There you go. They're connected in there, which is a little rubber sleeve. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just cut it right there at the base, and then we'll go ahead and skip to putting it all together. Alright, so as you can see, I have it on there. Now, I haven't completely screwed these screws in just because it's a little bit of an issue trying to get to it, but that's fine. So, one thing I've noticed was the fitment of the actual plate that goes up in there. It's not perfect. So, you see a little cutout right there, and it's for that cutout on the inside. So you do have to stick the bolts in and then kind of finagle it in there, and it's a little bit of a pain, but eventually you'll get it, and it makes for a pretty good look. I like it. I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10, but there it is. For now, till we wait for the next part to come in, there is the fender eliminator kit. There's the trash, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them down in the comments. Like the video, subscribe, and till the next video, see you later.